Booyah, like Booyah. What's good, everybody? This is Big Game James. Oh, I got more town road. I'm gonna ride. Well, I can't no more. You feel me? I'm on it today. You know what I'm saying? I'm on it. I'm on my little Nas X, but I ain't saying I'm him, but I'm on it today. You feel me? Had to bring the cowboy hat out today. It's a good day, beautiful weather. You know what I'm saying? Gonna take my son to look for this job. Hopefully he get this job. We trying to make moves, but let me tell you, just like last time when we was talking. Oh, what is my manners? Forgive me. Where is my manners? Shout out to everybody that's jumping in here right now. Brandon Williams, Philly Cowboys 76 in the building. What's up, Daniel Baldonado, Stephen Arthur, Mr. Truckee 500. How you doing, Jay Reed? What's good with you? How you doing? Get everybody up in here. Tell your friends, tell your kids, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell you all your children, tell your cousins, tell your wifey, tell your side piece. Get on here and listen to some Big Game James, and let's talk some Cowboy football, though. You feel me? Let me give a shout out to Silver and Blue Nation. You know how we do. Big Game James, of course. The Cowboys experience, and you see that in the corner. You know what I mean? That's one of the Cowboys experience. I think that was one of my first experiences going out there, meeting Barry. I think it was my second experience, actually. Meeting Barry out there, had a great time. I believe that was the Detroit Lions game. We went out there, kicked it with DDP, as you see in the picture, Law Nation, my dog, Vosh Lombardi. You feel me? Seeing with the trophy, that's what we trying to get this 6 this year like no other. But that's what happens, though. We went out to that Cowboys experience. Barry showed us love like no other. Great hotel stay for a couple days. Got to get on the field. Not to actually get on the field, but was right there with the Miller Lite Pass is right there. You know, seeing all the action, seeing it all up close and up front. And, you know, it's an experience like no other. So, once again, if you're trying to find out a game, if you're trying to get to a game this year, because this games are going to be serious and crazy and hot and heavy this season, and this season is going to be crazy. This could be a Super Bowl year. Don't miss out. So if you're trying to get into a game, people have already been getting in my inbox. Some people have already got some packages, been grateful, ready to make it happen. Get in my inbox on my Big Game James page. Try to get on this Cowboys experience. Still stuff available for you. And I'm telling you, for the prices that you're going to be, for everything you're going to be doing, prices are the lowest across the board. Holla at me. Get in my inbox and we can talk about it. So what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Out of all my shows that I've done, and you know, I haven't done a lot on shows on YouTube, but out of all of my shows that I've done, I haven't done an early morning show. I've never done an early morning show. I've never done like a 9 o'clock in the morning show. So this is groundbreaking to me. You know what I'm saying? I got on my cowboy stuff early this morning. I was up at the crack of dawn, just, you know, putting everything together, put my thoughts and intellect, and was just trying to get ready for y'all. And like I said, let's get in here. I'm talking a little too much. You know how I do. I talk too much sometimes. That's okay, though. But I do talk too much sometimes, and I can admit it. But anyway, yes. Last time we was on here and we had a long talk and we talked about the cornerback position. I thought we had a great talk. Me and you guys, we had a great bonding when we were talking about the cornerback position, talking about Byron Jones, talking about Cheeto, talking about Anthony Brown. Jordan Lewis is in the news again. Everybody's talking about Jordan Lewis now. Isn't that funny? Isn't it funny? Like, before, nobody was talking about Jordan Lewis. You know what I'm saying? He was like the afterthought last year. Like, he was like the afterthought. Now, Jason Garrett loves Jordan Lewis. Now, Chris Richard loves Jordan Lewis. Everybody in love with Jordan Lewis now. Ain't that something? They better not be trying to trade my dog. I know that. They better not be trying to hype my boy up. You know what I'm saying? Hype him all up so somebody go ahead and try to snatch him. But you know what? Nobody saying nothing about Jordan Lewis last year. You feel me? Oh, my alarm just went off. You feel me? Wasn't nobody talking about my dog Jay Lou last year. He was like the afterthought. Now everybody want to talk about some Jordan Lewis. He the exception of the rule. He Jordan Lewis fight like no other. He got heart like no other. Well, he fights so hard and he got heart like no other. How come he ain't been on that field? You feel me? Get my dog on that field, and then I'll start believing y'all. We're gonna talk about receivers today, but I just had to throw that in there because it's just funny to me how everybody's talking about my dog now. Like, he's the man, and he only played he got 12 freaking tackles last year. He had 54 the year before his rookie year, and went down to 12. Barely got no playing time. Now all of a sudden he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Come on, y'all. Don't try to be playing my dog. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. With the super chat, skeptical fan, $2 go Cowboys. Ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. You got the ring-a-ling. I don't have the bell, but you know what? The ring-a-ling still came through for you. Shout outs to you, skeptical fan. Hope you're not a skeptical fan of Big Game James, but I appreciate the $2 shout out. Love you for that, dog. But y'all feel me that on that? Do y'all think that's peculiar? I'm asking y'all right now. I'm asking y'all. Do y'all think that's peculiar how everybody's talking up Jordan Lewis now? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody was talking him up before, but now all of a sudden they're talking about Jordan Lewis. You know what I mean? So I just think it's kind of funny how that's happening right now. So we'll see how it goes. But as I said before, shout out to my Cowboys experience, and we're gonna jump right into it. I ain't gonna just keep this talking your heads off. I talk too much sometimes. I'm sorry. But let's talk about these wide receiver battles. We talked about the cornerback position last time. As I said, great talk before, but you know what? The cornerback position is going to be a good battle. There's going to be some other battles that we're going to talk about as well that are going to be tight, hot, and heavy. Defensive line is going to be a good one. But today, I think this is probably one of the best ones. I think I threw a question out there between the defensive line and the receiver position. What is like the biggest battle right there? Because the cornerback's a good one. But this receiver position is a flamer on. This is a flame on position that's going down like no other. And the reason why I say that is because, man, have you seen it? Have y'all really seen all these guys that we went from nowhere? I mean, we went from nothing to having everything like just filled with just love and beauty. We went from having like, dang, Terrence Williams, Bryce Butler. I mean, Noah Brown was barely getting in. Who else did we have? Lance Lenore, they were talking about him. What's the one cat? Deontay Thompson. We went and we got rid of Dez Bryant, and it looked bad. Like, it looked bad. But guess what? How much a year can change? And let me jump right into him. Bam! You like that? Did you like that? It's about to come in your face and just smack you right quick. But this guy right here, I mean, we went from nothing. Y'all, to fatness. So we went from starving to eating. Y'all feel me? Now we looking like, okay. Now we got to, and I seen some publications, they're rating the Cowboys like 19th. That's cool. I don't care about them publications because we're going to show improve. We're going to show a lot of things this year. But yes, let me tell you something, man. Yeah, Kerry Taker, see that? You feel me on the Cowboy hat? But the guy right here, first of all, who changed the game for us, you saw when he came in the building. You saw when he came in the building how it affected the whole team. I mean, it was like, 3-5? We was down and out. I was going on my rants on the show, going crazy. We don't got nobody. I was wrong. I said we could do it without a number one receiver. I commit I was wrong. I was like, yeah, we could do it. We'll be all right. Everybody was saying we'll be all right. Stephen Jones saying, Dak Prescott was saying, but we was wrong. We needed a top dog. We needed somebody. We needed a game changer. We needed somebody else that could help that passing game, or we were dead in the water. Straight up. And then the savior came. Amari Cooper came. And let me tell you something about Amari Cooper that I really love. I first of all, this is so true. I loved Amari Cooper from like day one, and I had dreams of him coming to Cowboys. Like, I promise you, like, this is on my kids, y'all. Like, I promise you, like, I would sit there and watch Amari Cooper at the Raiders, and I'd be like, man, I want him. Like, I really just want him on our team. Like, I wish we could have a receiver like him. He's just so surgical when you just watch him. He just he just be making no cuts, and he just, I just love watching him. He's just like poetry in motion. And I was like, man, can we just get him? And I just, it's like a dream. It's like a dream. Like, you just never think it comes true. And when they actually said something about getting him, man, I was geeked. Then when we got him, you saw what happened. You saw what changed the game. I mean, he comes with the Cowboys. He had, let me see here, what did he have? He had 75 receptions. I had like 20-something catches, and the Raiders wasn't feeling Derek Carr anymore. Ship him over here. You just seen the first game how it was like, ooh, this could be something, and you saw it just gradually progress. Excuse me. You see the numbers: 75 catches, 1,005 yards, 13.7 yards per game, 7 touchdowns, and that's only with a half a time. So you really had like 53 catches. For like 700 something yards with the Cowboys. But you saw how he changed the game. You saw how it opened up the lanes for Zeke. You saw how it opened up the lanes for the tight end position, Blake Jarwin. You saw how it can open up the running game when Dak could do his play fakes and run the ball. You saw how it opened up. I felt like getting Amari Cooper made Michael Gallup 10 times better. Although we did have some bumps in the road with Michael Gallup, I just really think that was the rookie kind of thing combination. I think a full year with Gallup, and we're going to talk about him with Dak. I think that's going to be amazing. I just think people who bash Dak, I think he's really going to just show people and just smack people in the face what he's doing. But this guy right here is a dog. There's 3 spots that to me are not in talk. Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, and Randall Cobb. Those 3 are solidified. Those 3 guys are on the roster. The other guys are going to be talking about today are the bubble guy. But this guy is a dog. He's an animal. He's a beast. He's only, 24. I love his mentality. I love how everybody said he didn't talk, but now he's just so immersed in the Cowboys. I love the connection him and Dak had on and off the field. Quarterback and receivers have to have, hey, yo, did I get another one? Skeptical fan, $2 holla. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Appreciate you. Whoa. Thank you, sir. We going hard up in here, but as I'm saying before, Amari Cooper, he's an animal. Don't y'all think? He's just a freaking animal. Don't you just love watching him? I mean, didn't he? Ronald Darby, I think we were talking. What did he do to Ronald Darby? Snapped his kneecaps like he did the, and then they came back and did the, and then he came back to, and Darby's kneecaps. We all saw it. We saw it. We saw that kneecap snap. And, man, I just love watching this dude, man. And you think that if you got 75 catches, 50 catches with the Cowboys at, 700-something yards, you get 6 touchdowns with the Cowboys. You don't think a whole year, and then you get Kellen Moore, and then you got that John Kitna connection. Like, man. Tell me what y'all think about Amari Cooper. Do y'all love some Cooper? Do y'all love some Cooper like I love him? Do y'all love the trade? I'm going to ask y'all right now. Do y'all love that trade that just came over and just blessed us and changed us and made us dynamic? Do you love the Amari Cooper trade? Was he worth that first-round pick? I know I better get a resigning yes. If I hear one person say no, I think you're smoking some hella good chronic. Hella good. The fire. Tell me right now, in my cowboy voice, do you love some Amari Cooper? Tell me, do you love him? I need to hear it right now. Coop. Hey, man, I seen that boy live when we went to that Philly game. Booth ain't remember. She remember that Booth thing. We was mad as hell. It was so loud in there. It was crazy. The back and forth, we was getting frustrated. Then next thing you know, you seeing this first play, and then you see the crowd going crazy. You see Amari Cooper just sprinting down the field, man. That game was crazy nuts. Once again, the Cowboys experience. Better holler at them. That game was nuts. So I'm telling you, it's all good when you watching that game on the TV or on the sports bar or anything like that. But when you live right there on that field, like right there, man, I'm telling you, that jank is the hype. And I'm telling you, it was so loud. We was throwing up everything. I think Tyson was there. Wasn't he? We was jumping up and down, screaming with Barry. It was crazy, yo. But, man, this dude is flame. Tell me, do you love him? Tell me, do you love him before we move on? Vicious route runner. I love it, Brandon Williams. That's why I like it. Milton Green says, I'm smoking the fire anyway, but yes. I like that answer. Yes, locker room guy. Brandon Williams, locker room guy. Derek Clegg says, yes, he's worth it. Yes. I'm hearing why. Yeah, mad love for Coop. Yes. And he's good, and the speed is nice. You know what I mean? He's got the nice speed. I mean, he's not that 4-3 guy, but he's a good 4-4 guy. And you saw we had a pattern against the Redskins caught it, and it was a fight. It was a battle. Dak hit him over the middle. He made that in cut, went to the out, boom, like 80 yards, gone, touchdown. That's what he can do. And when he gets these other two guys with another year, I'm telling y'all, these people that been bashing Dak, I go back to people that just been bashing Dak like crazy, and it in my head, it's wild to me. It's wild to me that people bash him like that. But I think with Kellen Moore and John Kitna, and I'm not just hyping this, you've been hearing about the OTAs, y'all. Y'all been hearing about them OTAs. You feel me? Y'all been hearing about them OTAs. And one of the things that Dak has always been knocked on since he's came into the league and with the Cowboys is that he was not a great practice player. I witnessed it firsthand when I went to training camp, and we're going back this year with Boo Thang. We're going back this year, and it's going, woo, I can't wait till we go back this year, right? We was only there a couple of days last time, right, Boo Thang? But now we're going to be there a whole week, maybe 2 weeks. Who knows? But anyway, Dak was not the greatest practice player. They said he wasn't the greatest practice player. We witnessed it firsthand. I mean, you see some of the balls coming out of his hand, you're like, oh, my God, what was that? And but he didn't play great in practice all the time. But now you're hearing about him in the OTAs, command of the offense, sharp, strong with his reads, crisp with his throws. I'm just telling y'all, the Dak haters and the people that have been hating, especially in our fan base, are just really going to be surprised this year. I really think that guy is really going to take control of the offense. He's going to have freedom. I feel like Kellen Moore, not to even jump off track, but I just start getting excited because I really think we all want to see it, so I don't want to hype it up, but I just really feel like Kellen Moore is going to be a really good coach for him. And I'm going to talk about something at the very end. I hate doing this jumping, but it just popped in my head. No, it was in my head yesterday, so let me not lie. But I'm just telling you, man, Kellen Moore mixed in with this John Kitna is really going to get Dak really nice. And then when you mix in with a full year of Amari Cooper, you saw what they did last year. You saw the combination and then the vibe and how they just played so well together. That's just going to be a great 1-2 combination. Now I'm going to talk about this guy who I think everybody should love. I think everybody loves this kid. If you don't love this kid, something is really wrong with you if you don't love this kid. First of all, with the tragedy he went through with his brother, definitely shout outs and, still prayers for Michael Gallup for what happened with his brother last year. But this kid is nasty. I liked him when he was at Colorado State. I got to see him last year at the Combine. I was wanting the Cowboys to, if they weren't going to get the kid from LSU, I can't remember his name, fast kid. I was thinking I was liking the fast kid from LSU and Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup didn't have that blazing speed. I believe he ran like a 4 or 5. He didn't have the blazing speed, but you could just see something about him. He like they were saying, he was like a baby Dez, real physical type receiver, 6'1", 200 pounds, real physical type receiver, strong in those intermediate routes. And you know what? You can go deep, and that's the thing about him. It's kind of like just like with Dez Bryant. He didn't have the blinding speed. Dez didn't have the blinding speed, but he could just get over the top of you. And Gallup made some really good catches last year. I mean, that touchdown against Seattle where he threw it over Dak threw it over the shoulder. He had one against the New Orleans Saints. He had a couple good over-the-shoulder throws that the defense was right there, yet he still wrestled the ball from the player. I think Michael Gallup, a full another year. And another reason why I like Gallup, he's humble. He's a humble kid. He's one of those guys that you just like being around him. Great personality. And he works hard, and he doesn't take anything for granted. And Sanjay Lal working with him, I think Sanjay Lal, number one, was a great pickup as far as on the coaching realm for the receivers coach. I think that was a great transition from Derek Dooley. I think Sanjay Lyle's got the receiving core really nice. And I think another year with him, and he's serious about hard work. He's serious about them bricks with your finger. He's very serious and meticulous. That's the word I can say if it's a nice big word today. I gave you meticulous. I gave you that word today. That's the word for the day. Go tell somebody. Big Game James told you the word meticulous. So he's just very meticulous in what he does as far as how he gets those receivers together. one mind, one accord, constant hard work. But this guy, just talking about Michael Gallup, 33 receptions, 507 yards, 15 yards per game, 2 touchdowns. Definitely those numbers have to come up, especially if this offense is supposed to take off the way the Cowboys needed to. As I said before, I had a video yesterday and went about maybe 7 minutes. Quick thing I was talking about was those first 5 games. You do the season to me in quarters. Quarters would be in 5, first 5, your next 5, and then your last, 5, 6. You got 16 right there. But your first 5 is going to be, to me, a definition of what's going on with your team. And those first 5 games, we're playing NFC teams. 4 out of the 5. You got 2 division games to start out. The Giants and the Redskins. Giants, they always just give us a problem. I don't think it's going to be too much, but everybody's going to be looking at the offense. Redskins, where I really want to see our offense, because the Redskins are going to have a good defense. Number one, I believe. I hate the Redskins. I can't stand that team, but I can't deny that defense is going to be a good defense. They're going to have a good front 4, good linebacking core. That defense is going to be a problem, so I really want to see how our offense is going to go against them. Miami, I'm not going to discount that a win, but I am going to sit there and say win. And then we got them Saints and Packers. So those are 2 those are 5 strong NFC games. We have to come out starting fast. The offense has to come out starting fast. The passing game has to look strong, and Michael Gallup has to see a good, strong leap in year 2. For the Cowboys to go to a next level and be a top-tier team consistently, and to be the Super Bowl team that everybody is talking about, because there's a lot of people now putting Super Bowl on their tongues with the Cowboys because they're looking at the talent. Everybody across the board cannot deny the Cowboys' talent. Across the board, offense and defense. It went from to very strong. We went from having a very good offense to not having a defense, to now having the defense, and now you have the offense to match it. So now you have to show and prove. You got an offensive coordinator who I believe is going to show a lot of different sets, a lot of different formations, keep it real tricky, keep you unbalanced, never knowing what you're going to be seeing, showing looks that are going to look like something, a lot of motion. I think you're just going to see a lot of unbalance, a lot of motion, a lot of things that you don't like. What kind of formation is this? Might be the same formation, but we just ran it a different way 3 different times. It can happen like that, but you're still getting tricked and fooled. When you looked at those Rams and those teams like that, they do the same type of deals. So I just want to see that, and I think this kid, Michael Gallup, needs to take a next step. I think he will. I think he will take the next step, but we still need to see it. More than anything else, we still need to see that. So my quick thoughts, first of all, we know Amari is a dog. We know what he is. He's an animal. But secondly, what's your thoughts on Michael Gallup? Think he's going to be breaking out in year 2? You tell me. So your thoughts right quick. I'm trying to listen with y'all right now. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Derek Clay, you think 1,000-yard season? That would be nice. I don't know, because I think Randall Cobb's going to be a big who we're going to talk about as well. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one thing right quick. When I had Anthony Wright on the show, former quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys, I had him on about 10 days ago. He, just to bounce off the Giants comment. Who gave me that Giants comment right quick? Jerry Pertit, if that's what the last name is. I'm sorry, but he was telling me that he thought, I bashed, I was hating like a lot of other people about Daniel Jones, but you know what? He said Daniel Jones is going to surprise some people. So I'm going to take it for what it's worth and not just sit there and say he's just going to be a bust and a bum, because you never know. So he did say he thinks Daniel Jones is going to be a decent type player and a good quarterback in the league. He said ACC quarterbacks usually do good. So we'll see about that. But, Those first 5 games are going to be tough, so we got to come out the gate, and those 2 receivers have to be showing proven. Year 2, Michael Gallup has to be a very good, strong year 2. Michael Gallup has to be ascending. Michael Gallup has to be a force to be reckoned with. And like I said, he doesn't have that like deep speed that's going to kill you, but he has that functional speed where he can get on you, and if you slip, he'll catch you deep. And that's what I love about him. So I really love the kid. I think that's why you got 1 and 2 solidified right there. And we're going to jump on number 3. These 3 spots to me are solidified with the Dallas Cowboys as we transition to our next guy right here, who I think is going to be a huge difference maker with the Dallas Cowboys, a huge difference maker. One of the biggest free agent signings that we had to me in a long time. We got the Robert Quinn. I prayed for the Robert Quinn, spoke that into existence. I'm telling you, I spoke that into existence. Nobody was talking about that Robert Quinn. I'm trying to keep it real. I was talking about that months and months and months ago. I was talking about Robert Quinn getting with them Cowboys. But anyway, didn't see that Randall Cobb thing. But when I saw him get with the team, and now I just seen he's got a video. Man, this dude, I'm really excited what Randall Cobb what's going to do to the Cowboys because number one, like I said, you got Michael Gallup, you got Amari Cooper. We had Cole Beasley last year. That was all good. We had Cole Beasley last year. But Cole Beasley, to me, he wasn't anything after the catch. Cole Beasley would get you catches, it'd be a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. Cole Beasley do you that quick slide and get you over the middle with that slant. Boom. Cole would get you that 8, 9 yards, but you attack on him. Now, this Randall Cobb guy, you ain't doing that with Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb gets on that outs, and that boy will be gone. That's what he offers more, and he's a bigger receiver. Now, I know he has the injury bug, and that has hurt him, but we remember what Randall Cobb has been, though. He's had a 90-catch season. He has an 80-catch season. His best season was that year that he was eating us alive. He had 91 catches for 1,287 yards. He's only 28, but some people are trying to call him an old 28. You know what I mean? Some people are trying to say, he ain't the same like he was anymore, but we going to see. But I got some stuff on here. I don't know if they're trying to get me on this. I hope they don't. Lord, forgive me. But just to show you a couple things, man, that this dude does, though, that gets you excited about him. You get what I'm saying? Just gets you excited about him. I'm going to show that right quick. I think there was a pass right here, and I'm going to get that right here. It was a pass right here. You can see Randall Cobb. He's a guy that he does a lot of things that I think that we need for the Cowboys. This is what we need for the Cowboys. Yards after the catch, no quick bubble screens, no quick outs, no quick slants over the middle, just like you see right over here. You'll see these slants over the middle, the bubble screens. I just think those are the type of things the Cowboys got away from in like 2017 that made them very successful, especially with Dak and Cole Beasley. Now you see right here, this is what I think that Dallas should really use and incorporate with the Cowboys. You got to really add that in there, that element. You see quick outs, those bubble screens, those quick slants. Those are the things that can really, really open up the offense for the Cowboys, and I think this is where they really need to utilize Randall Cobb. And I think they will. I think they really will utilize that with Randall Cobb, and it's just going to make the team go from here. Like I said, Cole Beasley, don't hate on Cole, but I don't think he brought this type of element to the Cowboys like Randall Cobb does. And if his health stays the way we want it to be, I'm telling y'all, this is going to be the big addition that we wanted. This is going to be the big addition that we need, especially for this offense, because then you don't know where we're going to go. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if we're going to go to a Gallup. You don't know if we're going to go to a Randall Cobb, as you see right here. You don't know if we're going to go to the Amari Cooper. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the stuff right here, y'all. This is the stuff that gets you excited. Randall Cobb gets me excited. I posted on my page who would be the biggest difference maker, Robert Quinn or Randall Cobb. A lot of people say Robert Quinn. I definitely think he's going to be a dog. Definitely think. But Randall Cobb, man, I'm telling y'all, he is really going to make our team better, y'all. He is going to make our team better. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, this was a great free agent pick and signing. Just going to open the field for us, give us a threat, all kind of ways. You can put him in the backfield as well. And I just feel like, man, you get him on board with that offense, with the motion, with slotting them in the backfield. I can see Kellen Moore slotting him in the backfield with Zeke, possibly like a Tony Pollard. I mean, he did play running back and receiver his first year at Green Bay. Could you imagine seeing Tony Pollard and Randall Cobb in the backfield with Dak Prescott? What are you going to do? And then you slot out Zeke? What are you going to do, y'all? Let's say you got Amari Cooper on the outside. You have Zeke. You slide Zeke out. Then you got Randall Cobb in the backfield with Tony Pollard. You got Zeke outside. You got Amari Cooper, Gallup. Let's say you got Austin. You got two in the backfield. What are you going to do? Who knows I don't even know if Austin going to be on the team. But what are you going to do, y'all? That's what we're talking about. That's the excitement that you want to talk about with the Cowboys that we haven't seen in such a long time. Even in the 2016 season, it was Zeke. I mean, Dak did his thing, but it was Zeke. It was all about Zeke. And it's still about Zeke. But now you want to see that passing game. You want to see more outs. You want to see more things you can do with Dak Prescott, in that running game. And I'm telling y'all, that's what gets me excited about what you're going to see with the formations. Whew. And Randall Cobb, huge addition. Y'all tell me, we got thumbs up on Amari Cooper. We got thumbs up on Gallup. Y'all tell me what y'all think about Mr. Randall Cobb. Think he's gonna change the offense? You think that was a great addition? Give me your thoughts on that right quick. Y'all tell me. Yards after catch. Brandon Williams, A+. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's y'all thoughts on Randall Cobb? Y'all tell me. I need to hear from y'all. And get some more people up in here. Let's talk some more Cowboys football. So we got the good Amari Cooper. We got the good Gallup. Now, what's your thoughts on Cobb? Was that a coup or what? You know what I mean? How do y'all feel like he's gonna really transcend that offense, take that offense to another level? Give me y'all thoughts on that. Yes, Kerry Teagle, I felt you. It was kind of like, on a higher level, when we had Allen Hurns came in the building. I know this is a definitely higher level, and we're going to talk about Allen Hurns as well. But this was a definitely higher level than Allen. But, everybody was geeked up about Allen Hurns because we didn't have anybody. So Allen Hurns was like, don't let Allen Hurns leave the building. Like, when he left, people were sad, like, dang, we needed him. But when Randall Cobb came, it was really like, man, we really got to sign him. Like, that is the dude. He done killed us for so many years. It's about time he get on Dallas Cowboys and start killing other people for us. You know what I mean? And I just think he just blends so well. Not to even just keep talking about him, but I just think he just blends so well with the team. I feel like that relationship with Cooper and Dak is the type of relationship that Cobb and Dak can have. As I said before, to me, this is huge. If you're a Randall Cobb and you're 28 years old and you're on a 1-year deal, you're not going to go to a team that, number one, don't throw the ball to you, number one, and you're not going to go to a quarterback that you think can't get you the ball. Not on a 1-year deal. This is the NFL. You're not getting 4 or 5 more deals. This probably could be your last deal after this. And if you sign a multi-year deal, that's probably be your last contract, for real. If you already had injuries. So you're showcasing yourself and your talent possibly for the Cowboys to extend you or for another team. And you're not going to do that business-wise to a quarterback you can't feel like can get you the ball. And so that gives me some more even confidence in Dak Prescott that he can get the ball to these receivers and he is going to make a difference and he can get us to where we want to be. So, as I said, Cobb, great pickup. Thoughts? Let me see what y'all saying in here. Yeah, great locker room guy too. Yeah. Yes. And I think another thing with the Dak Prescott, I just lost my damn train of thought. See, y'all was getting me all hyped. I was gonna say something good. It'll probably come back, but y'all that made me lose my train of thought. But let's go to our next guy, and hopefully that thought will come back. Let's get that back. Tay Boogie. Here's a bubble guy now. Tay Boogie. Now, I didn't have high hopes for this gentleman, but I was excited when we got Tavon Austin because I said, you know what? Cowboys need speed. Cowboys need speed. I'm tired. I mean, it was like the last 10 years that they had drafted like a 4-3 guy. I mean, it'd been straight 4-5 guys, and we haven't had a 4-4 guy and 4-3 guy in forever. So I was 100% down with them getting Tavon Austin. We needed a punt returner because our punt return game has been trashy. Kick return game been trashy. And, speed been trashy. And it needed an element. So I was 100% down for the Tavon Austin. Then you know what? What happens? First game, Tavon Austin go out there, throw a bomb, killing folks. Looking like little road runner out there killing them. We thinking like, oh, snap. Y'all in trouble now. We got Tavon. He about to kill y'all fools. We about to smash y'all fools. We about to kill y'all all kind of trick plays, do this, do that. Wham, wham. Man, all I saw Tavon Austin. No hate on you, dog, because I like Tavon. But, man, that boy was throwing up that towel every week. Talking about lost some meat off the bone, can't run, one of the worst injuries ever. Okay. You always been injured, though. But here's the big thing. You got $5 million, I believe, last year for nothing. So you made out. Boy, you ate good. Tavon ate good. Look at the stats. 8 receptions, 140 yards, 17.5 yards per game, 2 touchdowns. That was one of game one, and I think one was like week 8, week 9. Almost had a punt return back for a touchdown. Looked pretty good, but basically got paid $5 million to chill. So he ate good in the hood, for real. Now Tavon Austin came back on a good deal. 1 year, like a meal. We like, yeah. I'll work with that. I'll definitely work with that, Tavon, and you come back healthy. We still get you in the punt return game. Yeah. But all of a sudden, Tony Pollard came in the picture. Now, to me, it's fire. Now, I really got to be on this game. Now, Tavon Austin, I ain't trying to get you off the roster. I'd love to see you with Tony Pollard. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to shape out. We don't know how it's going to go. Tony Pollard could be something totally different than what I think he is. But usually when I have this kind of feeling about a player where I'm just feeling so good inside about them, so warm inside about them, so just excited, just can't stop talking about them, thinking about them, can't wait till they get the ball player. Usually when I think about like that, like a player, it ain't never wrong. And that's what I think about Tony Pollard. And if Tony Pollard come in there doing what I think he's going to do, Tavon Austin might not be on this thing. Y'all feel me? So what your thoughts about Tavon Austin? He's a bubble guy to me right now. Right now, Tavon Austin to me is a prime bubble guy. Because number one, you on that 1-year deal. Number two, you only costing $1 million. And number 3, you little. And you're injury prone. And I'm just saying those are the negatives could work against you. And everybody talking about, Tony Pollard being like a Lance Dunbar clone. No, he ain't. Lance Dunbar was little. You know what I'm saying? Lance Dunbar is like little like Tavon Austin. Tony Pollard got size. He's 6 foot, every bit of 210. That ain't no gadget player. Feel me? So, what's your thoughts on Tavon Austin, y'all? We had 3 positives, 3 for sures. He's a bubble guy. What do you think about Tavon? You think he'll make the roster? If you had to tell me right now, if I think Tony Pollard is going to do what I think he's going to do, I don't see how Austin will make it. I'm going to keep it real because you wouldn't need him because you're going to have enough receivers. We're going to talk about those guys. You're going to have enough receivers. And what else? You just going to use him for gadgets? You can use Tony Pollard for that, especially if he comes in wrecking shop like I think he is. So I don't think he's going to make that roster due to that young guy. But we're going to see. I ain't trying to push you off, dog, but, we'll see. Injuries, like I said on this title of the show, don't get injured this year. If you playing on the Cowboys and you playing a receiver this year, buddy, don't you get hurt. Don't you pull a hamstring. Don't you twist an ankle. Don't break no bones. Because if you break some bones and if you ain't the top 3, buddy, your spot be probably gone. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? But talk to me about Austin. What's up with y'all? Tell me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I think that's the biggest thing with him, with me, with Tavon. Always be getting hurt, man. And like I said, he can't be a he can't get hurt this year. You saw me see how many cants I said? I said 3 cants. So that's definitely mean you cannot get hurt. You cannot get injured this year, Tavon. You have to be fully healthy. And really, I think Tavon Austin has to show and prove. Like he has to come in there like catching balls out the air and like training camp and just whipping them back, returning them back, just looking like gangbusters. That's what I think Tavon Austin has to look like this year. He has to just look like an animal. He has to look like a beastie animal. Because if he doesn't, I don't see how he stays on the roster. You know? That's just my thoughts about Tavon. And we're going to get to another guy who's another bubble guy in my eyes. We had 3 saran wraps. Was that what you call it? Bubble wrap is bubble wrap like stronger than the bubble? Because I'm calling these bubble wrap is stronger. Okay, so I can't use those. I can't call them that. So I messed up on my saying. But we got 3 solids. How about this? I got 3 solids. We're going to play it like the spades. I got 3 solids. I got 3. 3 guarantees. These next 2 guys are possible. How many books you got? I got 3 and 1 possible right now. I got 3 and a possible right now. And I'm about to look at this other hand right quick. Let me look at this other hand right quick, y'all. And let me see as we go to him. Here's my other possible. I got 3 and a possible. Here's my other possible. As he slides on in, Allen Hurns. Now, this guy is a tricky guy to evaluate for the simple fact that the coaches love him. And when the Cowboys coaches love you, you don't leave the roster. Terrence Williams, they love some Terrence Williams. Is this not right? Yeah, you say what you want about Terrence Williams, but they love some Terrence Williams. Straight up. That's why he stayed on the roster for so long. And they love some Allen Hurns, especially after he took that injury, still held on to the ball, had that gruesome injury in the Seattle game, and has fought back. I don't know his availability. I think he will be available for camp. I believe he will. So I'm really anxious to see what Allen Hurns is going to bring to the table. I think he's another bubble guy. He's another possible guy. Trying to figure out, what's really going to happen with Allen Hurns, because as I said, the coaches love him. You can play him out the slot. That's what obviously he would have to play. He's got good size to play the slot. Not a burner, but he has put in work in the league. And we liked him before, but now you got the young guys. We don't like him so much. You know what I'm saying? We don't like Allen Hurns so much. Now you got a Jalen Guyton and you got a John Vay Johnson whose speed is looking. They're like, whoa. And then you still got the Cedric Wilson, who basically is a rookie again. He hasn't played, so he's basically a rookie. You got Devin Smith, who's a speedster, so even though he had 2 ACLs, he's still fast. You get what I'm saying? So where do you see Allen Hurns in the mix? And if they cut you, they're getting some money back. So, and you're like a 28 years old. And you probably won't. I'm be honest with you. I don't see Allen Hurns even playing in the league that much longer. And not even disrespecting him. I promise you, no disrespect. I just don't see, because the skill set, I think he went undrafted, I believe. So it wasn't like the skill set was like the 4th round or 3rd round. He went undrafted. So I'm just saying I don't see him just latching on with team after team after team because the physical limitations. So when you have speedsters and size, you have Jalen Guyton, who's 6'2", 205 pounds, running a 4.37, 4.39. You got John Vay Johnson, who's like 5'11", 180, but he's running solid 4.32s, 4.34s, and this speed is already showing that Sanjay Lau has glowing reviews about him, and they're saying, Guyton is a great already polished route runner, and there's just something about Guyton I like, and they're putting pressure. They're coming in putting pressure, and Cedric Wilson, he's about every bit of 6'3", 6'4", and they love them Boise State guys, so he's already going to have the leg up. Cedric Wilson is. Because he played for Boise State, you get that kind of leg up if you play for Boise State, I feel. So what do you think about Allen Hurns? You think he's going to get cut? The only way he stays on the roster to me It's because them coaches love him, and they do him like a Terrence Williams, and they want to keep that vet. But I just don't see how he makes it, especially with these young boys. You got to go with these young boys. I mean, you got veteran guys. You got a Cooper. You got a Gallup who's year two. You got a Cobb who's a veteran. You feel me? I want to see these young boys work. I want to see these young boys. You know what I'm saying? I want to see these young boys. And this ain't no hate on no Allen Hurns. I promise you. I the dude. Great personality. I got to see him. Never met him, but it seems like this a great personality. All that. But I want to see these young boys. Y'all tell me. What's up, Gambino? Where you at? Y'all tell me. What do y'all think about Allen Hurns? You think so, Derek Clegg? You think he's gonna outwork them guys? You think he's gonna outwork them? You think he's got a chance? Y'all tell me Allen Hurns got a chance? What up, Gambino? Yeah, he did hold on to that ball. I think that's what everybody remember him. Y'all think he's gonna make the roster? Chris Silver says he deserves a chance. Milton Green says no doubt. Derek Clegg, they ain't gonna outwork him. I believe you. I believe you on that. I don't disagree with you on that one. I feel you 100% on that. I know he's gonna work. Allen Hurns always works. I mean, look how quick he's worked back from that injury. I mean, he's came back, and they've already talked about, man, how quick he's come back. So one thing about Allen Hurns, he's always been a hard worker. He's always been a guy that's put in that work. He's always put in that time. I mean, damn, he came from the U, correct? Came from the U. I always give respect, the utmost respect to any of them players that come from the U. So I know he's going to get out. I know he's going to out. I don't know if he's going to outwork, but I know he's going to work hard. But I think you also going to see these young boys. I think you're going to see this Guyton. I think you're going to see this Johnson. That they're hungry. I think they are seriously hungry. And if you got two guys that are working hard, okay, two guys that are busting their butts every day, but one guy's a little more talented, I'm going to have to go a little more talented guy, and especially if they're both bringing everything to the table, you know, because I might like an Allen Hurns, and then in a week 4 matchup, I could have this speedster come in, and I'll do a quick wheel route or throw me a 9 route to this guy, and this dude is like, whoa, who is this dude? John Vay Johnson, or, you know what I'm saying? That gets you excited. I want to keep the team young and fresh, I guess. We're still one of the youngest. Dallas is still one of the youngest teams in the league. I want to keep it that way. I want to keep them young. And me personally, I like to see if they're both banging like that. I like to see the young guys. No disrespect. I just want to see that. So thoughts. We're gonna move on to another guy. Who we got? Oh yeah, we got another guy here who's another bubble guy. So you know what? I got 3 solids and 2 possibles, right? 3 solids and 2 possibles. And I got another possible, maybe. I got another possible. And he's been like Jerry Jones's cat. Everybody been loving this guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's true. I know Guyton, but we're gonna see. You know, the bright lights. We'll see. They're gonna give them every chance. I know that. They're gonna give them every chance. We're going to go to this other guy. Now, his guy is the tricky one. Move him to tight end or keep him at receiver? Noah Brown. And here's the thing. Noah Brown is young as hell. I think he's only like 22. Noah is young. But he ain't got no time, he ain't got no work, but he's got to show and prove. Noah Brown has to show and prove like no other. You know, Jerry Jones loved him, kept him on the roster his rookie year, elevated him and, you know, we'd seen nothing but Noah Brown on block. And you've seen a couple passes where you're like, man, get Noah Brown the ball more. Like, let's see some more of Noah Brown. He doesn't offer anything, like, spectacular. I believe that's the reason why he went so late in the draft. But he offers that size, and that's where you think, man, could he be a tight end? Because he came in at 6'2", 225 pounds. I think at his heaviest he's been about 230. I think a tight end should be at least 235 and up. So, but, you don't know if he has a receiver body or a tight end body, because you can have that weight, but you might not have a tight end body. And you can tell the distinction. You can see a tight end from a receiver. So that's the question with me. Would they try to say, we're going to keep Noah Brown because we want to possibly transition you to tight end? We said that here on Silver and Blue, and I'm going to stomp on that one more time and be like Charlamagne the God and say, give me a clues bomb for that. Clues bomb for that. But, yes, we were saying tight end when he was drafted because of his size and because he didn't do anything special as a receiver, and he could block. So use him at that tight end. You could get more out of him. You could do more. Now he's a real mismatch for the defense because you have to have him at the tight end position. And he already can block. But you're going to take on bigger guys, so you have to put on more weight. So that's real tricky with Noah Brown. Noah Brown really has to ball out. And he was injured last year, had the hamstring injury. He cannot afford any injuries this year. He has to come in super healthy. He's one of the main people that has to come in super healthy more than anybody else, to me, for him to make this roster. But what are your thoughts on Noah Brown? You haven't got to really see anything about him. You feel me? Like, there's nothing about Noah Brown that you really got to see to say he's automatically going to be on the roster again, So it's like he's got the N/A. We don't know. But what are y'all thoughts on Noah Brown? What do y'all tell me? You think tight end? You think they should just convert him to a tight end? I would love to. I just don't know if he could stand up. His body could stand up playing the tight end position. But if they could do it, I would rather them go that than cut him as a receiver and lose him, because I just don't think he's going to really offer that much on the receiver, because I don't think he has any kind of special skills. Good hands, physical body, but there's a lot of that goes on in NFL. The size really is the thing, but he's not going to be a feature receiver. He doesn't have those type of skills. He's more of a backup to me. So why not try to get him at tight end to try to utilize something of his skill set? What are your thoughts? Yeah, we are stacked at tight end, Thomas Moore, but do you think he still makes it? I mean, because here's the thing I say about Noah Brown. How much more effective could he be if you could make him a tight end? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think he makes it as a receiver. I don't think he makes the team as a receiver. I think he's cut. Only way he makes it as a team is if you try to transition him as a tight end. And, they already got Schultz. They already got Blake Jarwin. He came on at the end of the year. They have to see what they have in Schultz because he was the 4th-round draft pick, so they have to see what they have in him. And then Witten. Anybody who believed Witten was only going to get 25% of the snaps, you were crazy in your dome. That boy going to be starting and playing the whole damn game. Facts. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I don't think Noah makes it unless he's a tight end. That's just my opinion on Noah Brown. So we're getting ready to conclude. Oh, no. I still got I got a couple other people. The dark horse. Everybody's been talking about him, even as you got your guy Sanjay Lal. I don't think Noah Brown makes it. I got the two possibles with Tavon Austin. The guarantees. I got the guarantees as Cooper, Cobb, Gallup. The possibles. Not Noah Brown. Alan Hearns, Tavon Austin. More than Tavon Austin because he offers in the punt return game. That's why he may make it. Alan Hearns, I think, is serious bubble. Only reason why he probably make because the coaches just love him. Yes, you can outwork, but if them young boys is outworking too, I'm taking talent. And then Noah Brown, I think he's cut unless he goes to tight end. Now, let's go to this next gentleman who everybody's been wanting to see. Everybody wants to see him, and he's got good size. Look at him. Sanjay Lal ain't no little dude. You feel me? Like Sanjay Lal, he ain't no little dude. And you see Cedric Wilson. He got some good size for a receiver. Everybody wants to see what he can do. I think everybody is intrigued by this Cedric Wilson kid. Everybody wants to see what's this kid about. I do. I saw him at Boise State. I posted something about the route tree. What he's done. He had a good expanded route tree. He had a good year to learn the system. So that only is going to help him. Got bigger and stronger. You have Sanjay Lal teaching you, as you can see him teaching right there. Um, unless Cedric Wilson just totally bombs in camp, he's making the roster. They're not just gonna cut him. Not after, and he played for Boise State. I'm trying to tell you, play for Boise State. You get an extra life. Like you're playing a video game and all that good stuff, and then you get the extra life because you shot like the enemy like 5 extra times, and you like bling 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 bling. And you be geeked when you got the extra life, don't you? You know when you got that life, you're like, man, this is my last life. And then you shoot him, you're like, bling, 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 bling. And then it blings, and you see him at the bottom, and it's like, my extra life. Don't you fight harder? Don't you fight harder when you got your extra life? Don't you lie and say you don't, because I be fighting like a mudsucker. When I'm like, I'm fighting to the death, but when I get my bling, 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 and I got my extra dude, now I'm really fighting. Now I'm cocky. Now I was swinging the sword like at a desperation. You know, he's swinging the sword. I can't die. Bling, bling, bling. I'm stabbing you now. Now I'm killing everybody. I'm just saying. So he got the extra life for Boise State. I don't know why I went there, but I just did. I'm sorry. Anyway, Saturday morning, that's what it does to you. Cedric Wilson. What do you think about this guy right here? Are you excited about some Cedric Wilson? Are you excited about some Cedric Wilson? Tell me. I am. Y'all want to see some Cedric Wilson? I do. I want to see what he can bring to the table. I wonder if he's going to be a possession guy. You know, where they're going to put him. You know, I just really want to see what they can kind of do with him. I think he's one of the guys that bumps Noah Brown off the roster automatically. I think he's I don't want to say he's an automatic, but I want to say he's a close to, unless he just terribly plays or he has another injury. He stays healthy. He's almost like a guarantee to me to make that roster because they're going to want to see what he can bring. I want to see what he can bring, and he has a good size. One thing I like about our receiving core as well, they're not short guys. You got Cooper at 6 foot, Gallup 6'1", Cobb 5'10", Cedric Wilson 6'3", Noah Brown 6'2", Jalen Guyton 6'2", John V. Johnson like 5'11", I believe. So you got a lot of size. Tavon Austin, I don't count him. He 5'8". I don't count him. And then heck, you can talk about your boy Tony Pollard. He's gonna play some receiver too, and that's 6 foot 210. So we got good size at the receiver position, which is really good. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with this kid. We'll see. He's definitely gonna be on that roster though, unless he just totally bombs in training camp or just gets hurt again. Cedric Wilson's gonna be on that roster for sure. Now we're going to talk about two of our dark horses before we get up out of here. John V. Johnson, Jalen Guyton. My dark horse is Jalen Guyton. I like the kid. A lot of people have been talking, OTAs have been crazy when you've been listening. What I've been hearing is glowing reviews about the John V. Johnson kid. That his wheels have been like no other. His speed is as advertised, and speed kills. And you want to have that speed. You want to have a guy that can take the top off the defense. You want to have a guy that's going to change the game on the speed tip. That's what you want to see. So we're going to see what happens with that. It's going to be a crazy battle. Right now, my dark horses, I'm going to stay with them. I'm not going to waver because I've been hearing everybody talking about John V. Johnson. It can make me, let me switch and jump to him. Nope, I'm staying with you, Guyton. I'm staying with you, dog. I'm going to stay true to you, and I think you're going to slide on this roster. I don't know where on this roster, but I think Guyton will get on there. Both of them can possibly make it, definitely possibly practice squad. I'm not mentioning Lance Lenoir because I don't think he's making the team. He was a good, feel-good story the last couple of years. But, and unless he does something just crazy in preseason, no, that's 3 years in the game. Now you got guys that are faster than you, offer more things than you. And if they show anything in camp, they're going to be on the team and not him. So with that aspect, my personal opinion, I'm going with Guyton. It wouldn't matter to me. Either one make the roster. I love speed. Let me straighten my hair. I look crazy. All tilted and stuff. But speed kills. You feel me? So I'm for either one of them. I want to see them in camp. once again, you're looking through the eyes of Brian Broaddus and some of these other camp, the media, they're telling you, ooh, he looked good, he looked good, he looked good. But just because he said he looked good don't mean I say he looked good. And I'm going by my eyes because I trust my eyes. So that's why I'm more excited to get to camp, really excited to get to camp this year. Because last year was the first year, didn't really know anything too much. Now I'm not a veteran, but I have a little thoughts of how to go about camp, and I just know what to kind of look for. So I'm just gonna be able to see at my eyes, see what Randall Cobb looks like, see what Cedric Wilson looks like, see what these young rookies look like, because you're getting that view from somebody else. So speed is one thing you can't lie about, but saying he did this pattern and he looked good on this pattern, I need to see that for myself. So I'm gonna be getting that popping here in a little bit with training camp. That's gonna be going down, so I'm getting excited about that. A good solid week of OTAs, a lot of positivity. If you looked at the video from Big Game James page, you've seen that boy Tony Pollard take that handoff up the middle, and man, that boy whipped it. So if that didn't get you excited about, the speed element that the Cowboys added to the team that's not been there in a very long time, something wrong with you, and you should slap yourself like 5 times. You should slap yourself 5 times if you don't get excited about the speed Dallas has on the team now. And if you're not getting excited about the possibilities of different formations and different looks and unpredictability and attacking offense, then you should slap yourself again if you're not excited about that. You feel me? It's like just keep slapping yourself, because at the end of the day, I'm thinking, I'm praying, in my heart, I feel like we're going to come out slapping fools, but when I say that type of stuff, we come out and throw eggs. So it's almost kind of like I don't want to say anything. I just want to stay quiet and don't want to pump up the team for us to just let me down, because I've been let down so much by our Cowboys for so long. I don't want to believe the hype, but man, we look good. We look really good on paper. The team looks really, really good on paper. Offense, the additions, the weapons look really good. And if nothing happens with Zeke, and Lord knows with that fake old security guard, should I say something about that? I don't know. That's really long. I'm not, because I don't want to hold y'all. But man, that dude, I know you've seen the video on TMZ, right? You seen that video with that dude? Now, my thoughts about this real quick. It's Zeke. You got to blame Zeke on that, because bro, you a target. Like, straight up, you a target. Like, how do you not know that, dude? Like, I don't care how twisted I am. I'm gonna tell if somebody's taking their camera phone and filming me the whole time. Like, for real, just like watching me and filming me. I already know that's up to no good. You get what I'm saying? Like, they up to no good. If they filming me for the whole way, following me, they up to no good. They trying to catch me in something. You feel me? They trying to catch me. So right then and there, I'm out. Cause you trying to, they trying to catch me up. Out. That's when you got to use your brain and say, yeah, they trying to catch me up. I got to get out of here. I got to go. And the people around them got to say, you know what? Let's get out of here. They filming. Let's go. But the company you keep is ones that also going to lift you up or bring you down. Right? So you got to keep really good company that's going to say, you know what? This isn't a good situation, dog. We need to bang out, because you're Ezekiel Elliott. That's what he needs. He needs them type of people, not the people that think, this is cool and fun, and we're at a weird carnival at 3 a.m. in the morning. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, them people, like, are not, they don't have self-awareness. So, and they don't care. And then when it goes down, they're like, oh, well, it ain't affecting them. So you got to be smarter than that, Z, and know that people out to get you. And you can't bump the dude. I don't care if he faked it. He straight up faked it. We know he faked it. And then you see him on the TMZ talking all them lies, lying, straight up lies, talking, oh, yeah, well, what did Ezekiel say to you when he bumped you? He said, I just said, you're Ezekiel Elliott. No, you did not say that. You were stuttering the whole time in the interview, you liar. You a liar, bro, and you know you're a liar. But guess what, Zeke? This is what them people do. This is what they do. You feel me? Them people are out to get you. I don't care. You have 100 people that like you, 101 and that 101 gonna get you, and we should all know that. They out to get me. They out to get all of us. You know what I mean? It's called a hater group. It's a special group of them. It's a special group of them, and they just lurk. And they lurking for you, Zeke. So you need to keep better company around you, dog. People that are going to say, it's time to go. We don't need to be here because this is going to create a problem, dog. Let's go. We have a good time somewhere else. You feel me? Not laugh it off and that's funny. No, it's not funny because the commissioner ain't going to be thinking it's funny when he's back on that ass. You get what I'm saying? And we don't need no more distractions. The Cowboys don't need no distractions this year. Every time they try to get on a Super Bowl type run, this type stuff happens. And it's got to stop. And I love Zeke, but this has got to stop. If you're being the leader, and hell, he's been doing hellified things, been doing great things with the kids and everything. But these type of situations, if you're a leader of the team, this is what you got to show your leadership and stay away from these type of problems and people, because these type of people are not your friends. They're out to get you, and they want to take you down. So you remember that, NFL players, and y'all, they should already know that by now, that these people are jealous. They're jealous of you, and they want what you have. And if you, what dude says, I won't press any charges if you tell me sorry? What? I'm not telling you sorry. For what? Nope. Not telling you sorry, dog. Like, not doing that. No way he's thinking. Like, I got to write out a formal apology. I'm sorry for bumping you. Man, shut the hell up. Oh, if you don't apologize to me, I'm pressing charges. You're going to probably do that anyway. You know what I'm saying? You're probably going to do that anyway because you were like, oh, well, why don't you do something? I had to go back home and think about it. It happened so fast. I had to sit there and think about it. It went so quick. No, you didn't. You went and sat down and said, they said, you fool, why didn't you do something? That's Ezekiel Elliott. You can get some money. Make him say you sorry because he in trouble with Goodell. If you make him do that, he got to pay you some money because he's stuck. That's what they were saying. I got off. All right, I'm done with my rant. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. I don't want this to happen. Anyway, Silver and Blue Nation, Big Game James, producer G will be back on the ones and twos here in a little bit. He been out there doing his thing out in Cali, making it happen. We got some great production coming up. He's got some good stuff that he said he's been putting together and make happen. So make sure you tune in. We're going to have these new design type shows. But producer G is in the lab. So I've been on the one and twos handling business, but he'll be back there cutting it up like Cuddy. And stay tuned. Possibly going to have Okoye Media Sunday. He should be on the show. We talk back and forth. Going to have him on the show, just give his analysis about, the draft. He had a couple good breakdowns on his channel. You can go check his channel out. He had a couple good breakdowns on Tristan Hill. And, I like his breakdowns. I respect his breakdowns. So just like to get his kind of thoughts. I think they had a round table yesterday, so check him out. But we're going to get out of here. I'll check y'all out soon. Silver and Blue Nation, Big Game James, producer G Voltron. Holla at us. We'll be talking to you at a studio near you. Peace.